Did you buy a professional camera and have no idea how to use it? Hello! If you recently acquired a professional camera but really don't know how to use it, you're struggling a lot and you are only using the automatic mode, this video is for you. Today we will explain to you the main options that you have in your camera. We will talk about the 3 principal settings that you need to understand in order to take the best shots. Let me clarify, there are many other options that you can manipulate in your camera, but if you know these 3 for starting, it's enough. Then you will start to discover many other options that you have in your camera, but today we will talk about the main 3. And with these 3, you can start to take much better pictures that you can imagine. That an automatic mode can make, actually. These 3 settings is the ISO, is the shutter speed, and is the aperture. Okay, so right now we will explain to you these 3 settings, and well, let's start.
First, we have the ISO. This measures the sensitivity of the image sensor. The lower the number is, the less sensitive your camera is to light, and the thinner the grain. Higher numbers mean your sensor becomes more sensitive to light, which allows you to use your camera in darker situations. The cost of doing so is more grain. In easier words, higher ISO means more light in your picture, but at the same time, pictures lose quality. While lower ISO keeps quality, but your picture might be dark, here's an example of different ISO.
The next setting is the shutter speed, which means for how long your shutter will be open. This is measured in fractions of seconds. So the bigger the denominator, the faster the speed. For example, if you decide that you want a 1:3 speed, this means that the shutter will be open for 1/3 of a second. It's kind of this. So when it's open, all the light came to your sensor, and this is how you capture the image. So in most cases, you will be using a shutter speed of 1 divided by 60. This is the best option to use, so your picture doesn't become to see a little blurry because of the camera shake. What is the camera shake? Well, this is a phenomenon that causes that your picture becomes a little blurry because when you open your sensor, all the light it's getting inside your picture. So if you have your sensor open for a while, then more light than you like will come to your picture, and it will start to look a little bit blurry because of your hands movement when you take the picture. Even though you are really still, you kind of move, the minimum is this movement. It's very bad for your picture. So if you are planning to use a smaller shutter speed than 1 divided by 60, you might need to use a tripod. Also, there's this other option where you can lower your speed from fractions of seconds to whole seconds, and this option is commonly used for special effect pictures. You might have seen it somewhere, the ones that they make with the flare lights. If you haven't, I will show you one right now. And this is very useful and it's kind of funny to do, but you might need a tripod to do this. Okay, let's continue.
And the last but not the least is the aperture, which is the opening in the lens. When you hit the shutter relance button on your camera, a hole opens up that allows your camera's image sensors to catch a glimpse of the scenes you're waiting to capture. The aperture that you set impacts the size of that hole. The larger the hole, the more light that gets in. The smaller the hole, the less light. Aperture is a measure in f-stops, as we can see in the picture. The smaller the f-stops is, the larger that aperture is. The best way to understand your camera is to explore every feature or setting it has. Don't be shy or afraid to try every option and to play with different settings. Remember that every picture needs own configuration depending on many variables, and each picture is unique. Now that you know what ISO Shortest Paint and Aperture is, you can start practicing in your pictures and stop using automatic mode. Thanks for watching. I hope you like our video and that is was helpful to you. Bye bye.